Hi, this is Dennis Dragato, and I am Frank Dragato's older, better-looking brother, and you are listening to the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Frank.
And I'm Jerry.
And this is the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast, where the shop talk is rock. Jim, Jerry, good evening. Episode 67.
Woo-wee.
We're getting up there, man.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. Yep.
Right off the bat, I don't want to get into a discussion about Kiss, but as everybody knows, the documentary was just on. I have a question for you both. Jim, let's start with you.
Sure.
Okay, the 50s belonged to Elvis. I would say the 60s was the Beatles phenomenon. 70s arguably was Kiss. Do you think, I'm talking to Jim, do you think...
Then why are three of us on screen?
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
He's getting to you next.
Yeah, Jerry gets muted. Yep. Now I'm asking Jim first, then I'll ask you. Do you think in our lifetime or any lifetime forward in the arena of rock music, there will be another band that is a phenomenon like Elvis, the Beatles, Kiss? Or are we done exploring guitar rock music?
Yeah, on a different scale, I guess. I mean, is there somebody that takes over every decade?
Is it?
Who would it be now? Is it Billie Eilish?
But that's not rock. That's what I mean. We had the genres.
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
You know, is guitar rock done? I don't think it's done. I don't know that it'll ever be what it was.
Mm-hmm. And Jerry, that's
yes,
what
sir.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
Where does it go? What would it take for something to take over everybody's imagination and captivate the people?
To me, guys, and well introed, Frank, 60s were Beatles, and we knew all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
They all sang. 70s was Kiss. We knew all four of them. They all sang. I believe you're kind of correct on the path, Frank. I can't think of, and we can go 90s, aughts, 10s, 20s. But maybe Queen. They all four wrote, oh no, Deacon didn't sing. Pardon that. Edit that, Frank. But I don't think so, Frank. I don't think so. We're all four are identifiable. All four sing. All four have had hits, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Peter Criss with Beth and Ringo with Boys, you know, whatever. But I don't know, guys. I don't know in this age of music and stuff what's going on. What's that band that's just taking over the whole planet? There's like 5 or 6 dudes. It's like a dance. It's like a boy band, but there's like 6 or 7, and they're just taking over everything. I don't think so, Frank. I don't think we're going to find another band that comes out. I hope we do, where all four contribute, all four sing, all four have hits, or whatever.
Right.
Band numbers.
I'm not saying
no. I don't think it's going to happen again.
We even need it to happen. I'm just curious.
Well, who knows? Yeah, I don't think so.
Nowadays, it takes nothing. Nobody's shocked by anything anymore.
Right.
You can't offend anybody really. And that's kind of what the appeal of the Alice Coopers and the Kisses and the New York Dolls and all these other bands were in the 70s. Is it was even David Bowie. Oh, you know what a shock. We don't have that anymore, and I don't think we're ever going to see it again.
No.
So it's strange. I think it's like I said, the 90s you had Nirvana. It was the grunge scene took over, and they were kings for a moment. I don't see any other bands.
Pearl Jam, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they were all lumped in that Seattle sound.
Yeah. Yep.
All good bands. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't capture my imagination, but it did certainly to a large amount of people. They had their fan base, but I just don't see the flashy guitars and like I said, I don't know that we even need it.
Can I interject something here?
Absolutely.
Of course.
I don't know. I think we're too old to have our imagination captured because we've kind of seen it. Right. So like, I remember having this discussion when Marilyn Manson was having his big moment in the 90s, right? Or early 2000s, whatever it was, with somebody. And I was trying to explain to this kid, like, well, he's just basically taking Alice Cooper's shtick.
The magnifying
he's just kind of updated a little bit. And he's like, well, that's not true. That's not true. And it's like, I've seen it all. Okay.
Shut up, Junior. Shut up, Junior.
No, but it wasn't like that. But because he wasn't familiar with Kiss and Alice Cooper and, David Bowie or whoever to an extent, which is all Marilyn Manson did. And I remember literally watching a interview with him on MTV. And he had him and the rest of the band up there. And somebody said, like, well, I don't see any difference between what you're doing and say Alice Cooper and Kiss and the Sweet and these other bands. And he said, well, we're not. Those are all of our influences.
Right.
Wow. Love that.
I loved the Rob Zombie / Marilyn Manson style of music for a hot minute. It was not just guitars. There was electronica to it. I don't even know how to explain it, but it was a little different than the music we had listened to in the 70s and 80s.
Oh yeah.
So they were different. Rob Zombie, I like, he's always had a style himself as well.
Yep.
I always throw him in there when I talk about or hear about Marilyn Manson, because they seem to go their styles of music
too.
Well, they were contemporaries, right?
He rocks it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, how about our listeners? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. And I also want to mention, guys, we never mentioned this. We're available on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on iHeartRadio. You don't just have to look at us. You can download and take us. We're on the go. We'll go
YouTube. Yeah.
Jerry,
Amazon.
will fit nicely in your pocket, and you can take him wherever you want to go.
Amazon, Spotify.
Yep. They're all there. So you don't just have to sit at the computer and watch us on YouTube.
We are worldwide.
Look out. All right. How about a mail call? Jim,
you've got mail.
What do you got this week?
Yeah, I've got one this week. And artists that we featured like just few episodes back, Tamar Burke.
Yay.
One of 100. And she personally signed everything that went
she
went
is
out.
Such an angel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that intro on last show. Oh, forgot to compliment you, Frank.
Yeah.
Eco Vinyl, right?
Tamara Burke. Go, Jim. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's it doesn't really do it justice. You got to kind of see it in person. It's like a gray green swirl, kind of olivey color, but yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful and a great album.
The copy that I received was 99 of 100.
99.
No, I take that back. That's something else that we're going to talk about.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't remember seeing these numbered, but
it's upside down. It was copy 66.
Yeah. No, it's something else that Jim and I both ordered that came in the mail about the same time.
Yes, and so we kind of we're doubling up on mail call here, but Frank will show it to you.
You guys have so much plastic in your houses.
Well, this is a CD.
I'm ashamed.
From our previous guests, the Checkered Hearts. As you can see, they signed it. This is the one that was 99 of 100.
I think mine was number 5 of 100.
That's pretty cool. They're from Die Laughing Records. That's the label. They sent us some stickers along with the CD and a button also, which I've put in the box over here. Great music. They do a couple covers here. My best friend's girlfriend's on here. My best friend's girl, excuse me.
That's like five covers and one original, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some good stuff on there. So I got that. And then also, this was a mail call I got. It was a record store day record that I got after the fact. Paid about $10 too much for it.
Yeah.
But it's the Steve Wynn album. It's a double album. And Jim, did you get the 10 CD set of his?
No, I did not.
This is the album, by the way. Nice.
That's nice looking.
Yeah. This is a double album. There's two of them.
Very
Love
cool.
that. Well, these are cuts off those 10 CDs.
Off that 10 CD set. Okay.
And they're all good. I picked that up. I've already filed that away, but can't go wrong with Steve Wynn. This guy
Can't go wrong with Steve Wynn.
He is some amazing stuff. Another record I got this week just came out today. Buck Cherry with Hellbound.
Wow, new Buck Cherry. Wow.
Yeah, and now this you can't really tell, but this is a Smoke vinyl.
No, you can't tell. You can see right through that.
No,
All
but
right.
yeah,
that's
Bob. when he twisted it, you could see Frank. That's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
That is something else.
Fantastic.
My gosh.
But
I don't remember seeing anything like that when we were kids, man.
No,
it was all black vinyl. When you didn't like the disco album, you took it out in the field and threw it. and what's funny, guys, there's no fields around here anymore.
No, it's all houses.
Yeah, there was orange groves and stuff out here.
Pat Todd, the Rank Outsiders.
Yes.
Okay. This just came out. There's Pretty Things in Palookaville is the name of this album. And if you're familiar with Pat Todd, he goes all the way back to from the Lazy Cowgirls to the Rank Outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
He's good hard rock, country vibe at times, just good
funky
songs. Yes. So that's my mail call, and I'm sticking to it.
Well done.
All right.
Word up.
All right. Well, last episode, I picked Aerosmith's Draw the Line. And Jim and I were talking a little bit about it. And Jerry, you mentioned it too. Wow, that album was only 35 minutes long. And
guys, it's killing me. It took me 2 hours to play it on a record player back in the day, seemingly.
Well, I'm going to go first on this, on my favorite song, my favorite track on this album. And it's a track that could have came off of Toys in the Attic, could have came off of Rocks.
Oh.
But it's I Want to Know Why. I Want to Know Why. Such a complete song. Now, by the look on your face, Jim, you didn't pick that for me.
Well, I want to show you something. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that too good? It says, I want to know why.
Uh-huh.
And I crossed it out and put, get it up.
Yep. Yeah.
Hi, man. Guess which tune I picked for Frank?
Get it up?
I don't know if we can see any of this gibberish here, but I got a big pen mark. Get it up.
That's hilarious.
I Want to Know Why is a great tune. Great boogie song.
Such a complete song. Yeah.
And it was a song that I had completely forgotten about.
Mm-hmm.
Same here.
I remember listening to it and I was like, man, this is just such a good song.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good pick, Frank. Good pick.
All right.
I don't know why I talked myself out of it. I'm angry now that I did that.
Oh.
Well, moving forward, Jerry, what song did you pick as your favorite? And I'm going to tell you what, if it's not the song that I think it is, our whole friendship is a lie.
Well, it has been since the beginning, asshole.
So what song is your favorite song on that album?
I don't even have to tell anybody. Draw the Line. The outro. I know I said Kings and Queens and Guillotines on the last show.
You sang this freaking song for 2.5 years.
I know. But to me, on the re-listen, yeah, Frank, I'm sorry you had to tear up a 3x5 postcard. I hope our listeners know what the H that is.
Oh my goodness.
I went over and over, and then when on the re-listen, Draw the Line, the intro, all of it, and especially the outro where he just starts screaming. I still don't know what those words are. I still don't know. I'm sorry, Frank. But no, Draw the Line to me. And I believe, gentlemen, back in the day, that was my first Aerosmith album. I almost think.
I think you had told us, yeah.
Yeah, well.
What did you pick for him, Jim? Surprise, surprise. For Jerry.
Kings and Queens.
Thank you. 2.5 years he's been singing that song every other freaking episode.
Kings and Queens and guillotines. That's not my favorite
song.
It was all a ruse.
It was all a ruse. He was sandbagging this whole time.
To put the wool over our eyes.
I'm sorry, guys.
The great American swindle, you son of a bitch.
But it was all legit, gentlemen. I will tell you this. It was all legit until the re-listen. And I did a re-listen for like a week straight. And I was like, even up here, I'm like, I always do Kings and Queens and Kids. But on the re-listen, Draw the Line, the outro, the last minute of Draw the Line, I get goosebumps to this day.
Well, you know what? Jim and I were talking, and the album is a lot better now than it was back then, we think.
I would concur. Yeah.
Seems like it's a better album than we probably
better album than I remembered it to be. I thought, you know what? At least I'm gonna be 50% this week because I know I got Jerry's peg.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Sorry, guys.
Oh well. All right, Jim.
I'm sorry.
What was your favorite song on this album?
My favorite song on the album is "Draw the Line."
Okay, I was off. I went with "I Want to Know Why" again.
I want to know why
because it's such a complete song. I'm repeating myself over and over, but you could have gone several ways.
My God, absolutely, right. Frank. I'm looking at my notes and my crossouts and my arrows.
What did you?
He likes that song. For Jim, Critical Mass.
Critical Mass is okay. Not my favorite one. And actually, Frank, it was really kind of a toss-up between Draw the Line and I Want to Know Why. Draw the Line is there's like almost an element of chaos in that song.
Yes.
Like the vocals kick in on that first verse, like in the wrong spot to me. Mm-hmm. Like they come in too early. I don't know. And
I think it was the cocaine.
And like Gary was talking about when he gets into that real screaming thing, and it all sounds like it can go wrong at any second.
Every time,
and you're waiting for it to crash, and it just never does.
It doesn't.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Live Bootleg come out right after that album? Or was that?
Yes, it came out between that.
What about Night in the Ruts?
Came out before Night in the Ruts.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think, was this 78?
77 or 78?
Sounds about right. Draw the Line was probably 77, like Frank's alluding to. But I think that Bootleg.
I want to say Bootleg.
Is it the last one with Joe Perry? And then they had
they
Jimmy
fell
Crespo.
Apart. I think that's why they put the live album out, because they're probably looking for a new guitarist.
That's what I thought, Frank. That's what I thought.
That's my guess. Okay. That's my guess. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I just remember.
What year is it? Do we know?
For the Bootleg?
No.
I want to say 77.
For Draw the Line.
For Draw the Line.
December 1st, 77. Yeah. End of 77.
Oh, so very, very end of 77. Okay. So I wanted to say
9th grade.
I want to say Live Bootleg came out in 79.
Let's see.
When was Night in the Ruts? Frank, you got your computer going?
Well, I was thinking I was thinking Night in the Ruts came out in 80.
Probably.
And I would concur with that, Jaime.
Yeah. Bootleg came out in 78.
78.
And then Night in the Ruts or Rock on the Hard Place? Which one?
Night in the Ruts.
Night in the Ruts was first, Frank.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking on.
And that's with Crespo.
On iTunes, and there it is, right there.
No, that was the live. Sorry.
And that one came out in 79, so right after the live.
Okay.
Album. Yeah.
I'm a year off.
Right. Good album. Even if Jerry didn't pick Kings and Queens, threw us a curveball.
Yeah. And I didn't mean to do that, guys. I love you, but on the re-listen. I've been in my head. I'm like, I always do that King thing, but on the re-listen, the outro of Draw the Line, I still get goosebumps. I have no idea what he's saying.
Very good.
But
so if you haven't heard the album, or if you haven't listened to it in a long time, dig it out. It was better than I remembered it. I always kind of wrote it off a little bit, but
well done, Frank.
It's
good
pick. Good album. Solid.
Yes, it is.
Lots of slide on that album.
Yeah.
Right. And I almost picked the song for slide. I forgot
right on. So who's next? Jerry, right?
Yes, sir.
What album?
My band or my pick?
Your album for the next episode.
You guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
I went over this for a bit. Wings, Venus and Mars.
Oh, good album. All right.
Sweet.
Yeah. I think I already have my song too.
I
know I've got mine already.
Yeah.
I might have mine. I'm going to re-listen, but I bought the LP from my buddy down the street when I was like in 9th grade for $3.
Yeah.
I had Venus and Mars. No argument there, Jaime. I almost cussed Frank. I checked myself. Yeah, but no stuff, Jaime. Yeah, it was $3 for the vinyl, and I played it a lot.
Yeah. Now my brother had it, and I stole it from him and wore that thing out. Yeah. Good album. Good pick.
Is he the guy that does the intro and says he's your better looking brother? And
yes, my older, better looking brother.
Listen to James.
I appreciate that, by the way. Yeah.
Thanks, Dennis. But nobody's better looking than our Frankie.
Well, we
have to. Just saying.
All that deliciousness he's got going on.
No, tons of it. He's oozing deliciousness.
Oh my! All right, let's move forward. Let's go to some new music. Jerry, what do you have for us?
Oh yes, sir. Excuse me. Right off the bat, Rolling Stone covered this band called Repeat. So say the word repeat twice. Repeat. Off the Bonnaroo Festival from 2018, Rolling Stone says, this is like a live fest 2-3 day thing. Rolling Stone even says, most enthusiastic rockers, which, I can dig that. The name of the band is Repeat. The name of the tune Frank's going to spin is called Head On. It's off their album Glazed, which came out May 31st, 2019. They're from East Nashville, Tennessee. One of the reviewers said equal parts grit and jangle. And you guys know I love jangle. You guys know it. Husband and wife team of Jared and Christine Corder. And they also want to mention they do it all themselves in studio. But they want to mention their longtime touring members, Neil Klein on guitar and bass, Dave Dreas on guitar and bass, Andrew Call on drums and percussion. All songs written and produced by Jared Corder, Christine Corder, and Patrick James Carney, producer. Who's the drummer for the Black Keys. So there's a little legit stuff there. But social media is Repeat ×2. So in other words, Repeat X2. You'll find everything they have. Repeat from Nashville. And where's the thing I was going to find? Give me a tune. Give me a second. Oh, yeah. Deliver repeat on this current album. Deliver a batch of songs entirely true to the album's title, sugary and sticky and impossibly shiny. All glistening harmonies and candy-coated hooks. But beneath the gloss lies something more jarring and jagged. So it's a great tune. The song is Head On off their album Glazed. This is Repeat. From North Nashville, Tennessee, and so spin it, Frank.
All right.
Ground
All right, there's repeat with Head On. Jim, what are your thoughts?
Well, what do you think my thoughts are?
Well, your thoughts are...
Well, it was 30 seconds over 3 minutes, and there's no chick singing. But she's in the band and co-writes everything, Jaime, and she's got an angelic voice.
I loved this. I absolutely loved this.
That's our Jaime Frank.
Yeah.
What a great song. Great melody. Great arrangement. The background vocals were just beautifully arranged.
So beautiful.
Just nicely done. And I was thinking, Nashville, I'm not really sure what we're going to hear here, but it's good to know people are making rock and roll in Nashville.
Yep.
Yes. And go. I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, while we were listening to it, my first thought was, I'm surprised Jim didn't pick this song first.
I know. I was going to say, where has this been hiding? Because
right. Well, it's over 3 minutes, Frank. That's exactly why.
I had a lot to do.
I was wondering, and I was also thinking, like, I'm a little angry if Frank didn't throw this my way. Right up.
Frank's the man. Frank's the man.
Yep. You know, the beginning of it had a nice kind of a techno pop kind of sound to it that I thought this is right up Jerry's alley. He'll appreciate this. And then when you hear the chorus and the woman singing in the background and you get, okay, angelic. Now this is Jim. Yeah. Here we go. So it kind of fit everything. It really did.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, Jerry. What are their names again? The husband and wife?
Jared and Kristen Corder. Corder. Jared and Kristen. And thank you for that little nibble, Frank, because I have this little quote. Fortified by the distinctly thoughtful songwriting of husband and wife duo Jared and Kristen Corder, the result is an album that finds an unlikely power and irresistible sweetness.
Yeah. They've got quite a bit of music on Bandcamp.
There's guys, look them up on YouTube. Folks out in Conspiracy on YouTube. Repeat X2, repeat times 2, repeat X2. There's tons on Bandcamp, and again, they played the Bonnaroo Festival in 2018, which was like a 3-day weekend event, and they lit it up to the point where Rolling Stone just said, we've been out here, it's mud. There's, like whatever.
Very good.
3-day, 4-day concert. And it says most enthusiastic rockers.
Nice. And
repeat. And all social media folks on Conspiracy Land, repeat times 2, repeat X2. And you'll find this little beauty of a band. And they've been around for a bit, folks. But yeah, repeat.
All right.
Jared and Kristen. Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Frank. That was beautiful. Yeah.
Okay. Well, moving forward, I have from Minneapolis, Minnesota, Johnny Jetson. And if that name sounds familiar to you, you've probably heard it before. Singer, songwriter, guitar player. He's been associated with the Tattooed Millionaires. Space Age Cowboys, Queer for Girls, and Speed City Vipers is another band he's been associated with. Is kind of influenced by the New York Dolls, Kiss, Cheap Trick, and any kind of glam punk also you can think of. You throw that in there and you'll get Johnny Jetson. I picked the song solely on the name of by the title of the song, and you guys know why. The song's called Rodney on the Rock, and we're all familiar with that. But he's got an album out, Make Your Move, which came out April 2020 on Mini Apple Records. And I think that's a play on being up in Minneapolis. I like that. And another album called The Father, the Son, and the Ghost of Rock and Roll. So you can check out Johnny Jetson on Bandcamp, all the socials. He's everywhere. But the song I'm going to play for you today is called Rodney on the Rock.
Star on the boulevard. rock and roll radio.
All right, Jerry, that's under 2 minutes. So I figured Jim will like it, but I'll start with you. What do you think?
I dug the heck out of that because I was a Rodney on the Rock fan, just like you guys back in the day. It was so avant-garde, but it was Rodney on the Rock, folks, out in Conspiracy Land was something way different. And it was Sunday nights, guys, right?
Sunday
nights? Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, love it, Frank. Well done. Well done.
And think
well done. Short, groovy.
I don't want to take away from the song, but what cool bands didn't he break on a Sunday night? I mean, the list is endless.
He used to drop stuff, and I remember back when I could remember things back in then. It'd be like 2 or 3 years later, I hear a tune. Wait a minute, I heard that on Rodney on the Rock. I didn't even like them. I didn't even know who they were. So yeah, Rodney Bingenheimer.
What'd you think of that, Jim? Yep.
It's very Ramones.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Little tip of the hat to them at the end.
Right.
From Do You Remember Rock and Roll Radio? Right, the little quote there.
Yep.
Stay tuned for more rock and roll. Cool little song, you know.
Well,
and having met Rodney on several occasions, you couldn't meet a nicer guy.
No,
really,
just awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Awesome.
And I certainly don't want to take away from Johnny Jetson, but Rodney was somebody that still is to this day. If you gave him a tape or now a CD and he liked your music, he'll play it on his darn show.
Yep.
He's on Sirius still.
Yeah, I was just having this conversation with Ronnie a few days ago, but like you can't understand it. It's weird to even try to convey what was going on at K-Rock at that time.
Right.
Because people would show up where Rodney would eat dinner. I think it was the Sunset, Denny's on Sunset or whatever.
Had to have been.
Yeah. Memory right. But bands would show up there and hand him demo tapes or their 45 or whatever. And hours later he'd be playing it on his show on Sunday nights, if it was any good. And I remember hearing the Bangs on there.
The Bangs, yes.
Went on to become the Bangles, right?
Right.
Black Flag, Circle Jerks, all kinds of LA punk and Red Cross, Stepmothers, just lots and lots of great bands. First guy to ever play Van Halen on the air in LA.
Rodney was.
Love it to play Van Halen.
Well, you can check out more of Johnny Jetson on Bandcamp, and like I said, all the social media sites. He's everywhere on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. He's everywhere. He's got a website as well, and we'll put some links on our page here, and check out some of his other music. I don't think you'll be disappointed. No. Okay, Jim, what are you bringing to the table?
So this week I have a band out of Riverside, California called TheBellrays. That's BELLRAYS. Band that started in 1990 as a collaboration with a guy named Bob Venom and Lisa. And I hope I don't mess up Lisa's name. She's half Polynesian, and I have some Polynesian friends. And so
you'll be in trouble.
I think the trick to pronouncing Polynesian names is you pronounce every vowel.
Muyakalea Momo. Muyakalea Momo.
Yeah, something like that. It's Kekaula. Lisa Kekaula. I think that's how you say it.
Not bad.
Anyway, citing a mantra of blues is the teacher, punk is the preacher. For them, it's all about emotion and energy, experience and raw talent, spirit and intellect, and the exciting things that happen when these elements collide. Their goal was to not just play music. They wanted to feel good. And they wanted people to want to get up and need to get up and check out what was going on. They list the Beatles, Stevie Wonder, The Who, the Ramones, Billie Holiday, Lou Rawls, Hank Williams, the DBs, Jimmy Reed, and Led Zeppelin as just a few of their influences. Wow. To them, combining rock and soul is not meant to be a conscious effort. You shouldn't have to force them together because to them, they've never really been separated in the first place. Besides Bob on guitar, Lisa on vocals, current rhythm section consists of Bernard Yin on bass and the amazing, I guess you could say LA legend, maybe Inland Empire legend, Dusty Watson on the drums. And the song we're going to hear is called Black Lightning. And the way I found the Bellrays is they had an ad on, it was on Facebook or Instagram. I don't remember what it was, but it was Lisa doing a little video thing, and she says, "Hey, if you like the band Clutch, you know, we think we got something that you would like to hear." And then there was another one with Bob kind of doing the same thing. "Hey, if you like the band the Pixies, we got something we think you'd like to hear." And I thought, well, I like the Pixies. I like Clutch.
Right.
So they sent me this track, and it just, they've been around since 1990. I don't know why I'm just now hearing about them.
Right.
But
you were busy in 1990, Jaime. Frank and I know that. We're not going to divulge, but you were busy.
I was busy in 1990. Still, not too busy for great punk rock and soul mix.
Never.
I think
you're right there.
I think Jerry, you're gonna really like this. So let's go ahead and spin it, Frankie.
Alrighty.
New sensation, I'm on fire. Overthrow your systems, gonna jump your wires. I'm black lightning. I'm a sinner, baby. I'm all the power you need. Now I'm out of the bottom. I'm gonna set you free. I can strike 100 times a day. Nothing ever gets in my way. I'm black lightning.
Oh my. That is the Bellrays with Black Lightning. Great pick, Jim. Great pick.
Well done, Jaime.
That had beautiful, beautiful production, man. You had wall-to-wall sound and those vocals. Holy moly.
She's the real deal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Jerry, what are your thoughts?
I love that. I think I can wrap it all up once in a statement like Jim just said. That's real. Yep. That's a real deal there. That's
had a little bit of everything in that
Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Nice.
So Jim's gone back to female singers. Frank, is that official or is it just
Yeah, and he never left.
Well, no, he didn't, Frank, but he put up a good front for a couple of shows. Bless his heart.
Yep.
Yeah, well done, Jaime.
Well, he came back with a vengeance because
didn't
the
he?
TheBellrays are rockers, man.
I'm sick of Frank and Jerry. I'm just gonna slap him with this. Well done, Jim. That is just kicking.
Find them at bellrays.com. It's BELLRAYS.com. And they've got a bunch of their albums up, available for download. Brutal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to see
that
what
was great.
some of the other music sounds like as it hit that hard. You know they're going to have some soulful stuff in there with those vocals.
Oh, yeah.
That is good stuff. I love it when it's well produced and it's lots of fuzz, but it's still nice and clean and you can hear everything going on.
Yes.
And yet the vocals sit right there on top and they just smack you in the face, man.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's
stuff.
great. It's great.
Very good pick. All right. Well, there we have it. 3 exceptional bands this week. Can't go wrong with any of them, folks.
Nope.
So I'd love to hear from our listeners what you think. Did you have a favorite? Did you gonna go check one out? And gosh, with things coming open again, people are gonna start playing live a little more and more.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh, I should add. Tuesday on Facebook, you go to the Bellrays Facebook page on Tuesday, this week from today.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? July 6th. July 6th, 11 a.m. Pacific time. They're doing a live show on their Facebook page.
Oh, very good.
Free for everybody, but tips are appreciated. So,
all right. I think we'll be checking that out. Maybe we could hijack some of it a little bit and put it on our page or something. Awesome. All right.
Yes.
Well, another exciting show from the boys at the JFJ Conspiracy Podcast. Jim, excellent job. Jerry, as always,
Thank
great
you, sir.
job. And myself, the less handsome of the Dragato brothers, appreciate
Which is
you
a
too.
lie, Dennis. Folks on Conspiracy Land, I'm just going to drop it. Are you going to put it on this show, Frank? Are you going to put that intro? Okay.
Yes.
Well, Jim and I know our Frank, and there's no way in H his older brother is more handsome. Frank Dragato es muy guapo. Que no, Jaime. Mi amigo para
por
40
cierto,
años. Sí. Mi amigo para 40 años. Franco, or what was your name in Spanish class?
Paco.
Francisco,
I
whatever.
don't remember. Yeah.
But Frank,
I never showed up.
Más guapo.
All right, Jerry.
Sorry, Dennis. Love you, Dennis. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I want to let the listeners know, I like to pull the curtain back just a little bit. We're going to be recording some other shows kind of in succession because we got some vacation time coming up, but I don't want to skip any shows. I've already received videos from 3 more bands.
nice.
And so
Awesome.
we're set for a month and a half or so. I want to say thank you to all you guys for participating and sending us that information and the videos and the music. Greatly appreciate it. We got a lot of neat stuff coming your way in the future. You guys going to really be surprised and like the stuff we've got, I'm sure.
Frank's the man. Jim's the man.
With that, Jerry, you have anything before we say goodbye?
Yes. Thank you, Frank and Jim. Folks out in Conspiracy Land, you want to email us and tell us how great we are or how bad we are, jfjshow@gmail.com. We're on all the social media, JFJ Conspiracy Podcast. But thank you, Jim and Frank, my dearest friends for probably 40 years. Folks out in Conspiracy Land, just keep rocking. It's out there. Keep rocking.
All right. Jim, what about you?
If you made it this far, smash the like button. Ring that notification bell. Subscribe.
Why
I'd say
not?
that every week. I think we've gained a few subscribers along the way.
Here and there. We
Yeah,
get a
because
few.
it's your intensity, Jaime.
Yes.
I don't think I'm particularly persuasive, but
Maybe we should say that.
Yeah,
at the
well, to
beginning
me
of
and
the
Frank,
show.
you are. The
Yes,
world
I'm
doesn't know
intimidated.
you like we
Oh,
do.
good,
Yeah,
good.
same here, Frank.
Yeah.
You ever notice when Jaime gets like
Yeah, I back
more
up.
quiet?
Yeah.
Yeah, yo
I-
también. I like,
Yeah.
oh. Sorry, Jim.
Yep.
Well, I didn't say anything, guys. I love you very much. You guys are no.
That's even
No,
worse.
don't walk into the mousetrap.
Mm-hmm. All right. With that, Jim, why don't you take us on home?
the shop is closed.
That side where the ball fields are, or like by the pool? The dog approves.
Yep. And he froze.
Somehow,
He froze.
There he
no,
goes.
I didn't freeze. I'm just looking at this dog.
No,
Could've
but
fooled us.
nobody can sit still that long.
No, really. He's a mannequin.
Yeah, man.
Faked us both out.
I don't know how the dog got trapped in here. No,
It's all good. It's
I was
always
like, where'd you come from?
dog's a good critic, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.